So we've got The Kingdom of the Thid by the Bookish Box edition. We're just gonna unravel it. Put this down there. So this is obviously the last book in the series, and it has a reverse jacket. And then it's also got this beautiful design. I really like this. It's really nice. It feels really, really nice. And then we've also got the edges that are a different color. I can't remember what the other colors are on the other ones, but we have these beautiful end papers. These are so fucking cute. Love that. As well, it comes with an overlay, but I don't really like it, to be honest. It's like, I love the art. The art's really nice, but it's not on the correct paper format. There's another reading portal, I think it is, a company. They do overlays, and it's supposed to be a little bit more clearer, and normally it's thicker. This is like literally on like paper, like parchment paper. But it's still beautiful though. I just wish they gave us also maybe like 2 overlays instead of just the 1. But still, it's gorgeous. And this is the book that I actually wanted the most, actually. This one's A Deal with the Elf King. I've heard so many good things about this one, and I love the cover. Like, I feel like the cover was a main thing that actually drew me towards this book, and also it's elves. Like, we love elves. Vampire Lord. This one's gorgeous. I really like the character design. Like, the actual costumes are gorgeous, and I really like the red colors. The red's beautiful. Most funnest thing to do, especially every time I get like bookish mail. It's just always like welcome back. Obviously from past videos that are in this vlog, it is a reading vlog, so we are going to get down some reading. It is Saturday the 12th of November, and I've just gotten home from work, and I just had something to eat and a shower, so I have a few different options of what I think I'm going to read tonight. I do have 3 new books. They are standalone, so we will hopefully finish the 3 books in this week, or how many days I'm going to be doing this vlog. To magic novel. So this is super duper exciting. I did do a unboxing of this one just before, so you will have seen that, obviously. I'm so excited to read this book. I've heard nothing but good things about it and it's really hyped. So I'm kind of hoping it lives up to my expectations of being like enemies to lovers, sort of like marriage proposal. Actually really excited to read that one. And then we have Dance with the Fae Prince. Like, these covers are so stunning. Like, I just cannot get over how pretty these covers are. So I'm really hoping to read this one in the next couple of days. And same with also the last one in this series, even though it's just standalone. Duel with the Vampire Lord. I'm honestly, to be honest, am most excited for this one, I think. Or this one here. I mean, I'm excited for all of them. So they all have like tropes that I'm really into. And yeah, I really do like that sort of thing. So I'll honestly get started on reading these. I'll see how long it actually takes me to read. Especially these ones are not actually really that large of books. Like, I feel like lately I've been reading like 500 pages, like 800 pages books. So this is really, really nice and different to actually be reading something that's only like 300 pages to 400 pages. So really gonna enjoy that. So I'll probably start reading now. I'm gonna go with obviously the first one that I've been seeing all over TikTok, BookTok, Instagram. Like, I've been seeing it everywhere. I'm gonna start off with this one here. Like, even the little gorgeous like artwork on the side of like the chapters, like, that's so pretty to me. I think like those added touches are super nice, especially in any books. Like, I feel like it's just like extra care that the author actually has given to the books, but we will see. And I am already up to page 212. Okay, I'm kind of a bit disappointed, not gonna lie. Like, it is like an okay read so far. It's not something that I would brag about. The characters I don't really like. Like, obviously it's an easy read in the sense of like it's really quick. Like, I feel like nothing's really happened in a sense. Like, they're just going back and forth with the characters. I feel like the main girl, Luella, I honestly don't know how to pronounce her name. Like, I just keep pronouncing it completely different each time that I'm reading this book. So obviously correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I don't know, I feel like even like the storyline is a bit bland. Like, nothing's really happened. Like, I do like the storyline of like an elf prince coming and getting like a human queen every so often, obviously when that human queen dies, because obviously she's giving the powers, and I really like the idea of that. And especially because it's like, I love arranged marriages. Like, that's my trope. I love that shit. But I just feel like normally with arranged marriages or anything like that, it's like the enemies to lovers is super like tension filled, while I feel like this doesn't actually have much tension. Like, it's a little bit there, but I feel like they had instant attraction, which I don't know. I feel like instant attraction only works for some tropes and some series. Well, I just don't find it works for this personally. The magic system is a bit like, there's nothing really there. Like, honestly, the one person that I really like is probably Hook, which he isn't even a real character. He's actually just I would say a wolf personally. I really like, he's so adorable. He reminds me of my little buddy, so I'm just like, he's so freaking cute. And I feel like maybe Willow as well, the one that works in the like her the greenhouse. He's such a little sweetie as well. But I don't know, it's just not what I thought it was going to be. I feel like there's a lot of like letdown to this book. Like, nothing has happened. But stuff has happened, if that makes sense. Like I feel like it's the same thing over and over again and no new things have happened. Like I feel like there is only like another 100 and something pages left and the issue hasn't been fixed. And I feel like this is what a lot of people do struggle with. I feel even Sarah J Maas struggles with it as well, where they have like really slow tension building, but this one doesn't really have tension building. It's like slow storyline, and then right at the last 100 to 200 pages, it like picks up in speed, and then everything just goes boom, 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 boom. Everything just like domino falls, which like I feel like she can do really well, or sometimes she can do really bad. But so far, this is not doing it very well. So I'm so sad. I think it's maybe because I had in my head so much hype for this series, that it's kind of has let me down a little bit, but we'll continue reading and see how we go. But I'll give you an idea on what I think when I actually finish the book. I'll probably actually give you a final update when I've actually finished it, but yeah, let you know. So it is 11:30 p.m. It is still Saturday. This book is definitely something that I really want to brag about. Like, it's an okay read, definitely something that, like, I guess if you end up finding it somewhere and you pick it up, but I definitely would recommend this to friends. And it's so hard to say that because, like, I really like the idea of it. I feel like this could have been a really good series. I mean, like, an actual standalone, sorry, no, I keep saying series, but it's not a series. Could have been a really good standalone. Like, the idea was there, the tropes were there. And who doesn't like fairy? Oh, and also I feel like I've also realized, like, if you don't really like smut or anything like that, I definitely like would recommend something like this, because she doesn't really go into detail. She kind of gives like an open-ended question of like what's actually happening. There's no details. It's like a tiny bit where like obviously they start kissing, or like you can see like the intense details actually happening, but nothing's being said like describingly. So that's like interesting. So if you aren't really into that sort of smart, I feel like you might really like that in a sense. But I feel like there is other series out there and standalones where the actual storyline has got a lot more plot. But yeah, I still didn't like the characters. I didn't like the ending. It was just like, yeah, I could see that happening a mile away. I knew that was going to happen. There was like no kind of like switch around where it was like she stays in the human realm. Nothing really like that. It's like what you would expect, which honestly I don't mind books that I can guess what happens, but I just feel like it was like so bland in the sense of like, oh, okay, that's what happened. Oh, okay. Like there was no like big moments where I'm like, yes, they're together and they're in love, blah blah blah. But no, it wasn't like this. And I didn't really like the love, like the relationship between the main characters, which is, it was just there. It was just placed. I might honestly like think about it and give the final rating, but honestly I'm thinking like a 3. Or honestly even be a little bit harsh, maybe like a 2.75. I feel so nasty saying and giving reviews like that, like, and it's when it's like less than 4 stars. But if you've actually read this book, let me know what you thought, and actually I really want to talk to you about it. But yeah, so that's done and dusted. I'm probably going to get started on the second standalone in this series, just because I don't have much time because I do work tomorrow for another 8 hours, so then I don't really have much time, but I do have Monday, Tuesday off, so we're probably going to do a few things Monday, Tuesday, but I'm definitely going to sit down and read the next one. On the next one, which is A Dance with the Fae Prince, but like, once again, the cover is absolutely stunning, so we'll give that a read. I probably won't read until too late because I have to actually get up early, quite early tomorrow for work, as I said before, so we'll see how we go and how far we get. But it is 11:35 now, so we will see. But yeah, once again, the cover art is gorgeous, the spine's beautiful, and like the backing is just so cute. Like a lute, maybe I think maybe Lulu might have a thing between the books. That's maybe why it's there, but it's so cute. I love it, but I'll get into that. So we're gonna get started now. It is 11:40. We're gonna read A Dance with the Fae Prince. So let's get started.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah.
So update for A Dance with the Fae Prince. It is 12:22. It is midnight. I am up to page 130. So I am a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. I just feel like there's no depth to these books. I don't know, like I'm not expecting like high intensity fantasy or anything like that, but I'm just wanting to not relate to the characters. I'm wanting to actually like want to ship these characters together. Like the main girl is kind of annoying, not gonna lie. She's a bit of a smartass, which, you know, I love that. Like, we love a smartass character that doesn't take shit from no one. I just feel like the romance between the main characters is just really forced. Like, so she ends up getting, I would say it's like a sort of like a Cinderella sort of like trope, where she has horrible sister, a nice sister, and then also a terrible stepmom. Her father's died, blah blah blah. She is then forced off to get married to a prince or a lord or whatever they say that he is, which he's a lord, but of course she actually doesn't meet him at the start. So she ends up getting taken to this like castle slash kind of like beautiful home, and like the butler actually pretty much takes her into the home and tells her that the lord of the house has rules where you can't actually go to the back of the house, you can't go into the forest, and you actually can't look into the eyes of the person that you're marrying. Which honestly, like, don't understand why instantly she's like not really questioning that. Like, I would definitely be questioning that. Like, I don't know if that's just me or what, but you know, whatever, it's fine. Whatever floats your boat. She probably was just like, I'd left a shitty situation, I'm gonna make the best of it, whatever. But the fact that like they had no chemistry, like there was a little bit of banter, but the banter seemed like it was only two conversations, and she's instantly like, oh my god, I love him, he's so fucking hot, blah blah blah. Even though she obviously couldn't like see him, she just obviously had conversations with him. But the authors only included like 3 conversations into the whole start of the series, and you're just like, okay. And then other stuff happens, which I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to spoil it, especially if you guys want to read it for yourself. That's totally fair, I understand. But the only person that I really like is Raph, which is this little kid, and he's a little cutie. I just love him so far. Anyway, he's just a little shit. You know, those little kids that just like, they're just menaces. Like, they're just playing something, they're just being naughty and scheming. He just is so funny to me. But like, it's bad when you also have other characters, just side characters. Like, you meet the prince's like sidekicks, I guess, but like second in command, like warriors, and it's just like you don't really learn much about them. Like, you learn a little bit, but like you feel like when they have a sad backstory, you're just like, oh, okay, skip over it, because it's like you don't really talk, she doesn't interact with these characters. Like, you do sort of, but it's like you don't feel anything towards these characters and what happens to them, because you're just like, oh, okay. I feel like that's so horrible to say. I'm just so sad this is another letdown. Like, I'd probably say this is another 3-star. Like, it's just, well, so far, in the 130 pages that I've read, it's definitely a 3-star. Maybe 2.75 as well, like the other one. But we'll continue reading and see how far I can get before I have to go to bed. But yeah, we'll continue to do that. I am back again. It is a little bit later. I definitely should be going to bed because I need to wake up early in the morning, but that's fine. It's all good. I just wanted to finish this book so I had I could start and refresh and actually just get another feeling before I start the third book in the standalone series. Not really impressed, not gonna lie. I definitely was screaming at the characters in the last few pages, being like, duh, like, no shit. Like, how do you not realize what she truly is? Like, there was so many things that happened throughout the book and the main dude didn't understand. I just think he's dumb. He was supposed to be king and I was just like, boring. The romance was boring, no spicy. Like, there were scenes and I was just like skimming through them, and that's not me. That is definitely not me. I'm not a girl that skims seamy scenes at all. I'm like, definitely like, yes, push me against the wall, you know, that's me. But this is definitely not it. So, but that's okay, that's fine, it's okay. I'm just hoping that the next one is not going to let me down and it's a little bit better than this. I definitely would say I kind of like this one a little less than the first one. I don't know, they're kind of on par. I would honestly say 2.7, 5 star, and then maybe 3. So one or the other. I'm not too like 100% sure on what I'm feeling, but I'm definitely tossing up between those two. But yeah, if you want to read it, like, go for it, but honestly, I don't really recommend it. Like, it's an okay book. Nothing mind-blowing, nothing amazing. The one thing that I did really like that they did talk about was, like, abuse and toxic relationships between, like family. About her trauma and, like, getting over it in the end and being like, they don't have the strength to, you know, take over my life and how I deal with my life and how I'm going to better myself to become what she becomes. I feel like you guys would instantly, as soon as you read it, you would know, like, instantly what she is, but okay, it's fine. It was so obvious from the start, not gonna lie. I did like the relationship between her sister and her, but also it was only like a little peak. Like, there was nothing else. There was literally nothing else that was added that should have been added. I just feel like the stepmom thing was just added as an extra depth that wasn't really, like, pushed upon. It was just like a little factor of the series. As well, with you finding out what she is, I was expecting them to go more in depth on what she has and what power she has. When they didn't, I was just like, okay, cool, awesome. So there's nothing going to be, it's like, it just felt like, I don't know, it definitely could have, like, benefited from like a longer book, maybe, I don't know, to talk about her and what she has to do to become what she does. But yeah, definitely sad about that. I think that's what I'm going to end with tonight. It is 1:40 a.m. so I definitely have to go to bed. But I will talk to you tomorrow after I finish work. And I'm going to start on the a duel with the vampire lord. I'm kind of, not gonna lie, I'm not really into vampires, but like lately, like, I know in my like childhood I was obsessed. Twilight, I think, yes, the cover is gorgeous, so I'm really hoping this last one's not gonna let me down. If it does, you know, whatever, I'm just gonna pick myself up and read another book. I'm thinking I'm gonna pick up The Poppy War. We'll see though, but I've been saying that for like 2 months. Because it's nearly December, I've already gotten a few presents for my partner for Christmas, so I'm going to wrap that up, and you can be on the journey of doing the presents. The only issue is, don't judge my wrapping skills. I am crap at it, but hey, I got him this. This is all like presents that he actually just told me he wanted, so that one. This as well. So we will start wrapping this now. Definitely got more to get, but this is just what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I'm going to put on a podcast to listen to, and I'll just speed the process up for you guys so you don't have to, listen to it either. just finished getting my lashes done, and then I had to drop my car off to get its tires redone, and then it's like 2:18 and I got Starbucks. So we're excited to have that. I'm gonna probably go sit down and have a little read for a little bit before I have to go pick my car up in like an hour and a half, I would say. Hey guys, so I'm going to start reading A Duel with a Vampire Lord, so I'll keep you updated on how I think that one is going to be. I have obviously finished the first two in the standalone, so I'm hoping that this one's going to be obviously a little bit better than the others, but we'll see. I'll let you know. So ignore my crying face because we just watched Black Panther Wakanda, and that was phenomenal. 10 out of 10 recommend. Don't you recommend, Jared? Yeah. We were going to see Black Adam, but they didn't have gold class in it, so we're like, oh well, we'll watch Black Panther. We've heard so many mixed reviews, so we're like, I'm not too sure. And personally, I didn't like the first one, so I was a bit like on edge on watching it, but it blew me away. The what is it called?
Cinematology?
No, that's not right. The cinematic effects, the like CG. Costumes, the CGI, everything, like the story was so beautiful. I loved it. Definitely, guys, if you are going to watch it. Like, recommend 100%. I wanted to say no spoilers, but we're gonna go home now. I'm gonna go home now and read because I haven't read in a little bit, so we'll get that one started. But yeah. Hey guys, so I'm up to 136 and I got bubble tea. Look how big this bubble tea is with my metal straw. I'm loving it. This is living life to the fullest. Hey guys, so I've been eating for a couple of hours now. It is 1:30 a.m. It is what date is it? Now that it's changed. It is the 16th of November. So it is Wednesday. I obviously need to go to bed because I do have work in the morning at 9:45, but that's okay. I did want to finish this book, A Duel with the Vampire Lord. Honestly, this one's the best book in the whole world of this series. Definitely a 3.5 stars, 100%. That's exactly what I'm going to finalize it as. So the first book in this series, it's definitely a 2.75. The second book is definitely 3 stars, and then this one is 3.5 stars. Everything is so much better in the world building. I like the idea of the story. I feel like it's a little bit more unique in the way the storyline is. So you do have this human maiden, she is a smithy, so that was really interesting. I did love that, especially for a female main character. It was really awesome. Her brother is a hunter, who hunts vampires, obviously. One night they have a red moon, or blood moon, sorry, and they're under attack from vampires, especially the vampire lord. He's obviously like making sure that the herd's there, or the horde specifically that they say, and he gives her a elixir to drink so she actually becomes safe for her mother and herself, so she can protect them both, because obviously he's going out and fighting, so he can't protect her if they obviously get past the hunters, which was, I really love Drew and the main girls. I honestly don't know how to pronounce her first name, but I just keep saying it differently. I'm so not good with pronunciation, but that's fine. But their relationship is so cute. Like, even throughout the whole book, just like the fact that even the end, when stuff changes, he still loves her for who she truly is, and I think that's just beautiful. And I think that was probably my most favorite part, or one of my favorite parts. As well as the world, I feel like it was a little bit more spoken about. Like the first two, like I still don't understand a little bit of the world. Like obviously I feel like you kind of do need to read like the first two to understand the world. Obviously you have your Fae lands, you have the Fade, and then you also have the Vampire Mountains, and then you have your Midscape, which is really interesting, and I do like that sort of like kind of world. It's just different, because normally you would have like the human realm, and then obviously underneath it'd be like all the other countries, which normally that's what they do, so I really like that. As well, I feel like her writing has gotten a little bit better throughout the series. I definitely recommend it's a little bit different. If you are going to read the series, I definitely would read this book. It's honestly a pretty good read. It is quite a bit slow. I felt like it was at times a bit boring, but in saying that though, there was times where I felt like, oh, I'm really enjoying this. I'm really connecting with the characters much more, and I feel like I was super duper glad that in the sense that I did really like the characters. Even the side characters I actually really enjoyed, especially getting to know them. I feel like you got to know them a lot more than the other two. So like the other two, they had side characters of the main, obviously, characters, and you didn't really get to know them. You didn't have any feelings for them. But in this one, I felt like the main girl and obviously the main guy, they developed more on that relationship, as well as it wasn't insta love with the main two characters, which I loved. I hate insta love. It's an instant turn off for me. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, as I said before. But the tension was super cute, and I did like that as well. And once again, the scenes weren't steamy. They were like a little bit, but as I said, they don't go into much detail. Like, it's very like bare minimum imagination what you think could happen. Which, I mean, if you're not really into steamy romances, I feel like this is kind of your go-to, and I feel like I would definitely recommend this one specifically. Maybe not the other two, but definitely I would recommend this one. It's just an easy read, and it's not really that long. I think it's like 420 pages, which is like pretty solid. Like, I only got through this in a few hours. Obviously I've been busy, so I haven't like instantly finished this one, but it is done now. So yeah, but I do recommend this one. Let me know if you guys have read this series. Obviously it is a standalone, so let me know which one you actually did prefer and which ones you didn't prefer. I think I'm gonna leave my reading vlog like here. I think I'm gonna end it here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am peace outing, obviously. Thank you for coming along and reading the series with me. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't like. Obviously I can improve. I did do a few things this week. Normally I'm not really much of a like going out person, but it was obviously date night, so I'm glad. Hopefully next time we can go book shopping. But I'm kind of on a book buying at the moment. Well, I'm not really, but I kind of want to read everything on my TBR first before buying anything more, but I'm gonna break that buying ban, let's be honest, but that's okay. But yeah, thanks guys for listening and watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!